Good morning, everyone. This is Kevin Fernandez with L2 Mindset. Love yourself, lead yourself. I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch this, to listen to this. No matter where you are in the country, in the city, in the world. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today, we're going to talk about taking back control of your life, taking back control of your life, or taking control of your life, right? So many times we let other people hijack our dreams, hijack our schedules. And the reason why this happens is most people don't have a clear vision for what they're trying to accomplish in their lives. They're not committed to a clear action plan, to the things that they should be doing on a regular basis. And if you don't have a plan that you schedule the things that you need to do on a regular basis, it's easy to get sidetracked because other people will ask you to do things for them that will take your time away from your goals and dreams and the things that only you can do for your business, for your life. And so lately I've been working on myself, my time management, life management, whatever you want to call it, right? Time is finite, right? It's one of those things that you just can't get more of. Once the day it's over, it is over. You can't just uh, say, "Hey, let's do a reset." You know, yeah, you can start again tomorrow, but again, you lost these 24 hours that you could have been way more productive with your time, with your energy, with your efforts. And so, what are you doing right now to make sure that you protect your time? You see, everything that you do on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis falls into one of four categories when it comes to your time management. Stephen Covey has this time management quadrant that I find very helpful. And if you imagine a square divided into four squares, you have things that are not important and not urgent. You have things that are urgent but not important. You have things that are urgent and important. And you have things that are important but not urgent. Okay. So, what I want you to do, whether you do that right now, you do that later today, you do that over the weekend, whenever, is to make an account of everything that you're doing on a daily and weekly basis. Look at your last week, look at your last month, and write down everything that you did, all the tasks that you accomplished. And where do they fall in these quadrants? Where do they fall in these quadrants? You see, for most people, they'll notice that they're spending a lot of their time on the things that are not important and not urgent. And the reason being, they're looking for a distraction. Things that are not important, not urgent, they're just distractions. They're things that are taking you away from your dreams, from your purpose. So, how much time are you spending there? Scrolling social media for no good reason, right? Just to find a distraction. Flipping the channels on the TV for no apparent reason, just for a distraction. Now, I'm not saying you should avoid social media and TV 100% of the time, but be mindful. How much time are you spending in that area, in things that are not important and not urgent, that are not moving the needle forward, that are not getting you closer to your dreams, to your goals? You need to be mindful of your time. That's all that you have to make your dreams come true, to make your goals come true. Time is the most important asset that we all have. And if you don't protect it, you're going to be in deep trouble. You're going to look back at the end of the year and be like, man, I could have accomplished so much more. Where did time go? Imagine you keep that going. You look back 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and now you're filled with regret because you let other people dictate what you did on a weekly basis. And you didn't do the things that you knew you had to do that were important, but not urgent because nobody was screaming and yelling at you to get those things done. You had to do that for yourself. And so you have those things that are not important and not urgent, distractions, TV, social media, whatever it might be. Candy Crush, if that's still a thing. I don't know. Uh, then you have things that are urgent, not important. So maybe a colleague, a colleague has a project that's due by the end of the week, and they come to you and say, "Hey, I really need this done for my project. I really need you to do this piece. I don't have time to do it, and it's due tomorrow. I just can't handle it without you. So I really need you to like do whatever you need to do to make this happen for me." Now their urgency became your problem. And most people, because they want to be good team members or whatnot, they think that being a good team member means that, yeah, I'm going to drop everything that I'm doing to help you finish your project out. But is that really being a good team member? Because obviously that person did not do well with their time, they did not plan properly. And so if you now solve this issue for them, they're going to think that now that they can come to you anytime to solve their problem when they find themselves in a pinch. So this is where you need to think about tough love. Tough love, like maybe they need you to say, no, sorry, I you can't come to me last minute like this. I already have things scheduled that I must do, that I need to do right now, and I can't work on this. Because now they might find themselves with enough pain that they'll change, that they'll plan better next time, that they will learn not to come to you last minute. I'm not saying don't help people with their things and the problems, but I'm saying don't make it a habit. Don't let people think that that they can just come to you at any time and drop their problems on you and you're going to solve them, because then you're going to go from living proactively to being reactively. You're going to be at the mercy of others, because if anytime somebody drops something on you, you're going to leave what you're supposed to be doing for real to then move on to doing whatever they need you to do. That's chaos. That's chaos. You're not in control. You're not in control. So you have the things that are not important, not urgent. Then you have the things that are urgent and not important. Then you have the things that are urgent and important. Like what? Well, maybe you have kids and maybe you got a call from your kid's school that your kid got sick, or they broke their arm or whatever. And now you have to go pick him up, take him to the doctor, take him to the ER, whatever, right? Like that's something that is important and urgent. That's not something they can say, well, tell you what, I understand you need me to do that, but give me 48 hours before I get there because I have a project going on. Like, no, again, that's something that is important and it's urgent. It needs to be taken care of right now. And so again, those type of things cannot be avoided. You have no control over it. You still have to make those things happen. But then you have the things that are important and not urgent. So, what are these things? Exercising, maybe? If you're proactive about your life, you do things the way that you need to do them, exercising will fall in this category. You see, exercise is important, but not urgent. Because unless you hire a personal trainer to like make it urgent for you, you have to be the one that does that for you on a regular basis. And if suddenly you have a heart attack or you have a health condition and now it becomes urgent, that's a different story, right? But if you're proactive, again, we're talking about taking control for your life. If you're in control of your life, you are going to make that activity a priority that you do to make sure that you're doing things the way that you want to do them to achieve your goals, to be in great physical shape, not just to look good, but to feel good, to be strong, to be flexible, to be uh, force for good, to be energized, right? To inspire others, right? Like you need to have strong reasons as to why you want to do these things, right? But again, exercise is something that is important for everyone, but it's not urgent most of the time. Family time, spending time with kids, your spouse, significant other, siblings, family members, whoever it might be, that's important to you. That is important, not necessarily urgent. It's not going to be an emergency to spend quality time with a family member, but it's extremely important. And you need to make sure that you take time for that every single day, every single week. Your friendships, relationships, right? Relationships that are important to you, whether it's a mentor, whether it's a mentee, whether it's a friend. Are you proactively scheduling time to go out to dinner, to have a conversation, to go to coffee, whatever it might be, right? To invest in these relationships. Too many people let relationships go away, go to the wayside, and then those relationships die, and they're like, oh man, like I thought they were my friend, and now like they're not there for me. Well, were you there for them? That you invest proactively into their relationship. You see, when you take control of your life, you have to take responsibility for your life. So it's on you to reach out. Don't wait for them to reach out. You reach out. Hey, I would like to schedule a dinner with you next month. I would like to take you to lunch next month. I would like to buy you coffee next month. Whatever it is. Hey, let's meet for a drink after work. Whatever. Reach out. Don't wait people reach out. If that relationship is important to you, you invest in the relationship. You take the time. So again, this is something that is extremely important, but not necessarily urgent. What else? Maybe prospecting for new clients, marketing your business, empowering your team, motivating your team. If you are proactive about things, these are things that are important but not urgent. If they turn urgent, is because you dropped the ball. If your team is struggling greatly right now, that means that you did not do the right things when you could have categorized them as important but not urgent. Now, if you're losing a lot of team members or they're just not producing anything and it's become chaos, now it's urgent, right? So you don't want to get there. You want to take control of your life. You want to manage your activities properly, but you want to first take the time to think, what do I want for my life? Before you do your next to-do list, please do not do your next to-do list. Um, do not work on your to-do list until you do this, because creating a to-do list, having 20, 30, 40 things that you have to do this week, that is just stressful. And you might knock out 10 of them today and then you add 20 more tonight. Like, it's just stressful if you don't know why you're doing what you're doing, if you don't know what you're going for. So take some time today to think, right then, what do I need to do? Think about, what do I want for my life? What do I want for my business? In all areas of my life: finances, spirituality, relationships, family, health, your career, in business. What do I want for my business, for my team, for myself, for the top line revenue, bottom line, for everything? Like, what do I want for my business? And once you have a clear vision of what you want for your life, then you have to create an ideal schedule, an ideal weekly schedule. So I would say you want to schedule around 70% of your week, being proactive about things. So schedule your exercise time, schedule your family time, schedule your prayer time or church time or meditating time or whatever it is that is important to you. Schedule those things. Put them on your schedule and make that a solid appointment that nothing can get in the way of that. If you want to take control of your life, you must do this. Schedule all these things. Then schedule your prospecting time. Schedule the time that you're going to meet with your team, your daily team huddles, your weekly sales meeting, your weekly productivity meeting, whatever it is, whenever it is that you need to meet with your team on a regular basis. Being proactive about your life, thinking about the vision, what you want for your life, for your business, for your career, and then scheduling your week to match where you want to go. And then you can leave about 30% of the time as flexible so that you can put out fires, because it's illogical to think that there's not going to be fires that you have to put out on a daily basis or weekly basis. You have to deal with those things that are important and urgent. So You can live around 30% of your time flexible, right? What I mean by flexible doesn't mean that it's just open without a plan and you're just waiting for fires to show up. It just means that they say, you know what, like these are my meetings that are solid, that nothing's gonna get in the way, that I'm not gonna do anything else but that during that time. But then this time's over here, I'm gonna work on this on the rest of my to-do list here that are low task items, low value items that I don't really need to get done right away. So I'll have a plan to knock those out. But if another thing comes up that is more important at that time, then I'll use that time to use that. And then once I get rid of that thing, then I go back to my to-do list and so on. But again, you must protect your time. Do not let other people dictate what you're going to do today. Your life is too important. Your goals are too important. Your dreams are too important. Do not let others hijack your life, your goals, your dreams. You deserve to be successful. And in order for you to be successful, you have to learn to say no to people and to opportunities that are not great for you. Very, very successful people say no to almost everything. You're going to get a lot of opportunities in your life. Some are bad, some are good, some are great, some are outstanding. You have to reserve your time, your energy, and effort for your outstanding opportunities. If you spend too much time on the bad or okay opportunities or good opportunities, then your time has been taken up by those, and you're not going to have the time necessary in order to fulfill those outstanding opportunities when they show up. So be proactive about it. Protect your time, protect your energy, take control of your life, and you're going to see yourself quickly moving to the next level. I hope this has been helpful for you. This is Kevin Fernandez with L2 Mindset. Love yourself, lead yourself. Hope you all have a phenomenal week. And until next time.